It is the basic food that every household has at any given point in time in this country. Without maize, really, people are facing terrible hunger.
So if you can get it anywhere cheaper, then they'll definitely go for it. So the milled flour was much cheaper than the pre-packed ones. My name is Pheello Kou, and I am the first son and the second child of the late Mr. George Kou. Well, to run a successful company, you really have to be dedicated, and you have to give it all yourself. I learned that from my father. My father was a very patient and persistent person when it comes to business. When he started anything, he never stopped until he saw that it was a success. Then one day out of the blues, he was driving an Isuzu bakkie. I remember that. It was quite an old bakkie. Looked at the back of his bakkie, he had sort of a machine. And we were all astonished to see that machine, and we asked him, "What is this?" He said, "It's a milling machine." And back then, the milling machines which were popular in this country were hammer mills. We have never seen something like a roller mill before. So that's when he bought his first Roff machine. It was a Mark I. Out of the 70 sites that he established, most of the milling machines that he was using, they were from Roff.
My name is Jerry Ntsekhe. I used to work for the Central Bank of Lesotho. Now I'm a retiree. And then I decided that with my retirement benefits and the remaining time of my life, I'd better spend it more profitably to come and do some difference to the villagers as a way of giving back in terms of trying to assist the villagers to sort of combat the hunger that is actually ravaging the country. In this journey that I've taken after retirement, I've been helped very much by a cousin of mine who has been in the farming for quite a long time. I only started this about 2 years ago. But this gentleman, who is actually used to be the Minister of Agriculture, his name is Honorable Mahala Molapo. He has been doing farming a long time, and then also he had been a customer of Roff Industries in terms of milling.
My grandmother was a farmer. She used to rear chicken, sheep, cows, and she was doing a lot of grain producing, maize, beans, and all that. So I grew up that way. So in 1986, after I had the machine here, I decided I'd always been doing the subsistence farming. So since when I had the machines here, I decided to go into commercial farming.
I'm very happy with the mill that I bought from Roff Industries. It's working very fine, and the villagers are really happy with it. So I'm quite happy with the operation. You see, the model that we are doing is that I'm taking, in partnership with the villagers here, I'm taking their farms and we are working in partnership with them so that I do everything, and then during the harvest, then we share on a predetermined yield sharing. And then as a result of that, this initiative has been able to create a lot of employment for the villagers who are plot owners, as well as it has been able to ensure that there is food in terms of grains that we grow here in the villagers' as homestays. My cousin who introduced me to Roff has been actually to Roff himself, and then he came up to me with a proposal that, okay, he has been shown, he has taught, and he has been shown that he can be able to upscale what he has, because he has identical machine that I have. And then he said we can be in a position to produce on a bigger scale.
I'd really advise people who may want to go into milling business to consider Roff for their business, because Roff will take care of you. This experience that I've just said here, they helped me a lot to be here where I am today. Roff today has all these kind of machines. They can start with, they have hammer mills as well, and they have big processing machines. So those who can maybe consider to do this kind of business, milling business, they can go to Roff, and then Roff will help.
I don't have the right words how to express my feelings towards the company of Roff, because of the support and all the aftermarket support they gave us throughout these years. I really don't have the right words, but I would definitely recommend any entrepreneur who wants to start a milling business to start with Roff. Roff, I thank you very much. We are what we are because of you.